Hey everyone, if you are watching this video, then hopefully you've had a chance to try out the ice cream flavor name generator that we've had posted up on our Instagram, as well as our city website for the Summer Learning Challenge. This week's theme is ice cream, and this is in the game track. So, if you've had a chance and maybe you're stuck, or maybe you haven't seen the challenge yet, well, you can follow along with me and we will recreate this game. So let's jump into it. If you have a Scratch account, go ahead and log in so you can save your work. And first things first, we are going to create a custom backdrop by using the paintbrush. So we can click on the T for text and type in our ice cream flavor name generator. You can add color to the background, change the color of the text. I like purple, but I will be changing the font. Okay, that looks great to me. And drop Scratch Cat down a little. And in the demo, there were other sprites as well. Let's choose a sprite from the library. We will be choosing ball, like a scoop of ice cream. So let's duplicate that one. This will be our double scoop. We'll go to costumes, and using the arrow, select the shape, Control-C, Control-V, copy and paste. Now we have our double scoop. We will duplicate this sprite, right-click, duplicate, and add one more ball. You can also use the copy-paste buttons up at the top. And let's line this up with the others. Okay, now it's time to code. Over in the code tab, so in the event, when the green flag is clicked, we want our scoops to hide. So we'll also code our double scoop. We'll click on the sprite down here. We want it to hide in the event that the green flag is clicked. Same thing for the single scoop. Event and look block for hide. Let's try it out. Okay, they all disappeared. Now we will code Scratch Cat. So in the beginning, when the green flag is clicked, we want him to say. It's not in sound, it's just in look, because that's what the user sees. They see Scratch Cat say something. So we'll say, let's create a new ice cream flavor name. For 2 seconds. Yeah, that looks okay. Now let's also have Scratch Cat ask, how many scoops? Okay, looks good. Now we want the sprites to talk to each other. And we do that using an event block called broadcast. Let's broadcast the message, how many scoops, says Scratch Cat to the other sprites. And when they receive the message, we want them to show, because they were hidden earlier. Let's try it out. Alright, so that code did work correctly for the first one. We'll add it to the next two to show when I receive the broadcast, how many scoops. Event when I receive, we want it to show. Okay, we have all those sprites coded. Let's test it. And there they are. Okay, so now on this third sprite, we want the user to click on one of those. So when this sprite clicked, that's the event block we're using. We want that to change. Well, first we want it to talk to the other sprites and say it's been selected. So the other sprites, we only want one choice, so we want them to hide when something has been selected. Yep, so let's put in the code for the other two. We want it to hide. Copy this event. Get rid of the show block. So when I receive the broadcast selected, then hide. And the same thing in the event, when this sprite is clicked, we want it to tell the other sprites, I've been selected. So we'll broadcast selected. Let's try it out. Okay, that one disappears. Oh, we still need to do code for the first one. So we will copy and paste that. Delete that show and duplicate the hide. That over there. Let's duplicate some blocks. When I receive selected, we want it to hide. Okay. And also the same code, when this sprite is selected, we need to broadcast it's been selected. Okay. One more block. We want it. Okay, once it's been selected, we want to change the number of scoops. So that's the user's choice, 1, 2, or 3 scoops. So we'll do that in a variable called scoops. So we're on the first scoop. If they click on the first ball scoop, we want it to change it to single scoop. Same thing for double. Let's change that variable to scoop, and let me call that double trouble. And the third scoop, 3 scoops. Let's change scoops variable to triple. So we have our single. I'm gonna put a space at the end. You can see it. Let's test it out. How many scoops? And up in the upper left it says single. Let's try it again. There's double trouble. And lastly, we have triple. Great. Now our selections are working. So now that that is stored, we want to hide that it says scoop up at the top. So we'll do that, and let's add a couple more variables. So there was a berry variable, and we will hide that. And the last part of the demo, it also had a licious variable. And these are for all sprites. We will hide that one as well. Okay, let's test it out. We don't want Scratchcat to reveal the name of the flavor just yet. We'll have to wait at the end. Okay, everything looks good. So now that they've selected, we want Scratchcat to ask again. So when he receives selected from the scoops, we want him to not just say something, because we want a user response. We want to ask. So the difference between say and ask is ask will have a pop-up of text for the user to create input into our game. So what are we going to do with that input? Well, we will put it into our berry variable. So to put the answer, I want it to be the color, person's favorite color, plus the word berry at the end. So we're going to use join. There is a blank plus blank block right there, but that is only for numbers, so we need to use join for words. So let's check to see if that worked correctly. So we'll have Scratchcat say our variable berry at the end. Red and red berry. There we go, it works. Okay, let's duplicate that, and for the last component of this game, what's your favorite topping? We'll change that to our licious variable, and any answer the user gives, we want it to add licious at the end of their answer. And let's put it all together. So we are going to use the variable scoops to tie in how many scoops, that plus our berry variable. Let's put that in there. So you're gonna have to put 2 joins. in there to make it a long joint. So Scoops, Berry, and Licious. And lastly, we want Scratch Cat to say our variable Scoops, which is our final flavor name. Let's test it out. And we have Triple Green Berry Sprinkles Licious. Although I do like a space after that green berry, so I'm gonna add that in there. Alright, so you can play around with the different variables. Instead of single scoop, you can put solo YOLO, I'll leave it double trouble, change the triple to triple threat, and make sure there's spaces after just so it looks nice at the end, more readable. Instead of just berry, let's say berry razzle. Instead of licious, let's add dazzle. And let's try that out. How many scoops? Let's go single, pink, and my favorite topping, let's say Twix. Solo YOLO, pink berry, razzle, Twix, dazzle. And there we have it, a customized ice cream flavor name generator. So, I hope you had fun with that one, and be sure to check out all of the other games that we have. This week's theme is ice cream. Be sure to check our city website for more at-home activities. You can also sign up for our summer kids coding club, so there will be more activities like this one that you can learn from our facilitators live. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.